Howdy, Mike McCoy here. Back up here at the house. Got my faithful sidekick mother as my camera person. Say howdy, Mother.
Hello.
Today I was going to talk about hunting. And I was probably 12, 14 years old. I went across from where we lived there up on this mountain. And this mountain was haunted. It had spooks all over it. There's one old man that lived up in the holler there. He said a coffin rolled right across in front of him one night while he was walking down through there. It's one of the spookiest places I've ever had in my life. And this day, they ain't but about 2 houses up in there across there. I mean, it's just somewhere that I don't like. I wouldn't want to walk across there of a dark by myself right now. Me a full-grown man. But anyway, I get up there and I've got my uncle's old 12-gauge shotgun, and this thing's so rickety that I hadn't already even been out with it. I mean, that's got the most hair trigger on it anything I've ever had my hands on. When you cock that thing, if you just touch that trigger, it'll go off. Keep on. But there's some good squirrel hunting up in there, because nobody ever hunts it because it's full of spooks, varmints. They've been black panthers seen up in there, bears, you name it, they've seen it on that mountain. Somebody claims to have seen it. All kind of varmints. People's died up there mysteriously, they say it, and all that stuff, and they have. So, I go up there because I wasn't going to be scared of nothing. Well, I'm up there next to the top in a little area called Chestnut Ridge, and all of a sudden I hear this noise. And I ain't never before or since heard a noise like that. It made every hair on my body stand straight up. It was somewhere between an elephant a trumpeting and somebody dying. That's about what it sounded like. And gosh, I mean, it was loud and it didn't sound like it was too far away. And I clutched that old shotgun a little bit closer, and I thought, that's a spook. This shows world. Shotgun ain't got no effect on spook if they ain't alive to begin with. They've done died. And I don't want to die with them, you know. That's the way my little mind was working at the time. And about that thing bugled out again. I never heard nothing sounded like that. And I'm getting more scared by the minute, but I'm afraid to get up and move, afraid it'll follow me, because it ain't far from where I'm at. I know it won't. And I had enough good sense to know better than to shoot and not know what I was shooting at. I mean, I wasn't stupid. I might have been young, but you don't just shoot where you think something's at. You make sure that you're confident in shooting in whatever you're shooting at. Anyway. So I sit there, God, I am scared to death. I'm trembling just like a dog of passing peach seeds. I am scared absolutely to death. And that thing squalled out, I bet you, a half a dozen times. And finally I hear the car door slam and take off. And I thought, well, whatever it is, they've got it killed now.
Do you think it left?
Yeah. I figured it had been some kind of big brawl or something other. Whatever it was had to be dead by now. And I took off down through there. And I didn't go up to the road and walk down. I walked down through the woods, for I was afraid to get up on the road, afraid of what I'd see, or afraid it wasn't plumb dead, and I'd have to finish it off. So, I go down through there, and I had to cross the road. And it's just a dirt road. About the only traffic it ever sees is the mail went across through there. I crossed the road, went down another holler, and went through a field, and across the creek and back to my house. And I ain't never been as glad to be home in my life. I was scared. I mean, that's probably as bad scared as I've ever been in my life. I never heard nothing like that. Well, I guess it's 2 days after that, I was down at the little country store in our community there. And they call that section over there across the mountain Grapevine. And there's one of them old fellas from Grapevine. He come in the store and he says, "Any of you fellas seen any foxhounds?" And everybody said, "No, they hadn't seen none." He said, "We was up there on top of the Walnut Mountain, and Walnut Mountains was where all the haints and the spooks and the goblins is. Fox hunting the other night," and said, "We've lost our dog." Said, "I was up there the other day and I blowed my foxhorn several times and trying to get them to come to it, but said that nothing ever come to it, and it dawned on me right there, that's what I heard was a foxhorn." I thought, "Oh buddy, you don't know how close you come to getting shot." For if he'd have come down in there where I was at blowing that thing, I might have ruined his day for him. But I don't even know what a foxhorn is, but I know it makes a terrible noise. And I don't know if he ever found his dogs. Wasn't really concerned, but that's just one of them places up there. It's haunted. There's all kinds of spooks up there, and goblins and varmints that'll get you, and rattlesnakes and copperheads and stuff. And I never did see none of that stuff up in there. I think they made white liquor up in there when I was a boy. And them people that make that white liquor would start these tales of all kind of varmints and stuff there just to keep people out. They'd talk like bears is up in there, and panthers. They supposed to have been black panthers over in that country, and mountain lions, and we always call them panthers. And I believe that was just more or less to keep people out up in there so they could make their liquor. That's after I got grown and talked to some people that knowed what they was talking about. They said that's what that was. But my soul, there's some good squirrel hunting up in there, but it sure was a spooky place. And it's good for young lovers to go up in there and park and pitch a little woo. Wasn't it, Mother?
I don't know.
You don't know. You never was up in there, was you? Yeah. Pure as the driven snow, I tell you. Pure as the driven snow.
Stick where you go stories, Michael.
What about the time the black snake attacked me up there?
That was hilarious.
Yeah. Coming from somebody that ain't never been up in there. We was going up through there, and I had this old 68 Chevelle Super Sport. There's a huge black snake there in the road. And I was going to be all macho and scare her. I said, "I'm going to get that black snake." And she said, "You better not catch that." And I figured the thing had run off. And I stopped the car and opened the door, and when I did, that thing raised its head up between the door and the seat. I guess gravel fell for 5 minutes. I looked over her and she said, "I thought you was going to catch that black snake." I said, "I thought it was too there for a minute." It's hard to be macho when you're as white as a ghost. But that's about my tall tale for today. But I thought that foxhorn had me there for a minute.
You thought the snake did too.
Oh God, yeah, that snake scared the snot out of me. That was a big old snake. And it belonged to the neighbor. It stayed in his old red barn, and he'd probably have skinned you alive if you'd have killed that thing. But it was friendly snake. It didn't run from nobody. Sure didn't run from me that day, did it?
Nope.
But yeah, Lord, I've had some trials and tribulations, and Mother thinks most of them's funny.
They're hilarious.
She'd have probably laughed at me up there when the foxhorn was about to get me. But it didn't get me, and the snake didn't get me either, but boy, it come close. It come close. Well, I'll get off from here. Been good talking to you.
Thank yous for watching.
And everybody really liked her cooking show, and she's going to put out another as soon as I can talk her into it. I'm just going to have to coax her along. So she is going to put out another. So we'll talk at you later.